Hi Ada, welcome.
Hello, Ali. How
Wel-
are you?
Welcome to this week's episode.
Thank you.
Today,
How are you?
I'm very well. It's a bit late. I think today we will do something different just to change it up.
Mhm.
We will learn how to automate stuff. I think this is something
Yeah.
a lot of people kind of need in their day-to-day life. Some people get jobs and then they just automate them, and then they save like time, and then they have two jobs at the same time. For example, so I will show you how to automate stuff today using open source, which we've talked about before.
Yes. Our beloved GitHub.
Yeah, GitHub actually. And I'll show you how much money you can save on this. You're gonna be saving maybe €1,000 monthly. This is exclusive.
Monthly.
Yeah, it's exclusive.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah. Okay, maybe yearly. €1,000 yearly. It depends. It depends on your automation level.
Don't take it back now.
At least 100 monthly.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least 100 a month. Okay. Take your word for it.
So have you heard of Docker, Mr.
No.
Docker? No.
Docker.
I haven't used it so much, or I use it just to get things done. Say you're on your computer and I'm on my computer,
Yeah.
and we have like different settings.
Mm-hmm.
So when you send me your stuff, I would not be able to run it maybe because it's on a slightly different environment.
Okay.
So Docker solves this issue. It kind of gives you
What kind of stuff? Media or data or
development. Like you're making an app,
okay.
and then your app is kind of made with these packages, these different plugins. And
Didn't even know that was a problem.
yeah, no, it's a very big problem in the development community. So Docker solves this issue. I can show you how it looks like.
Yeah.
So this is their main website.
Was it a whale?
It's a whale, yeah, with some shipping container.
Carrying,
Yeah. So it's a whale or it's a ship or it's a whale. It's good luck, and it's in the cloud, so it's blue.
3 in 1.
Yeah. So you see, there's used by over 11 million, and now
That's
11
a lot.
million and one.
Yep.
Yeah. And there are 7 million applications currently that are built with Docker. And there are 13 billion monthly image downloads. And we will talk about what an image is. And it supports the new M1 Mac. That was a big problem. Yeah, it's actually supporting your computer, so that's a good thing. And then it's using your favorite tools, and it even has like a subscription-based service. We've talked about cloud services before. Yeah, it's free.
Okay.
We've talked about cloud services, and we've talked about like Amazon and Azure. And today we'll be learning Azure. Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you. Today we'll be learning Azure, or like we'll be building the Docker thingy on Azure. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. We will be going to GitHub and looking into some open source code, which we will be used to automate things. Have you heard of Zapier?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
So Zapier is just a service. It's an integration service. So it's just integrating different services together. It depends on how many automations you do. And for example, this service, it takes $5.99 if you're a company and you have 100,000 tasks per month, and a task every time you do something. So you would actually reach this limit quite fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it offers integration, say, between Facebook, Instagram. When you post on Instagram, it posts on Facebook's for you or stuff like that. That's Zapier. It's just an automation service. So we will be building our own today to not pay this much.
Okay.
$5.99.
Yeah, because that seems a bit expensive.
It is expensive.
Especially if you say that you reach that limit very fast.
Yeah. If you're it depends on the level of automation. So say every day you get a client on your website, and that client you need to take them from that place, from the Google Sheet, and then or your website, and then put it into a Google Sheet. So that's considered as 3 tasks or something. So if you get a lot of clients, maybe 1,000 every That's 1,000 times 3. That's 3,000 for 1,000 clients. So you're already at like one day. You're at how much is that? 3%. It's going very fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, number of tasks. You could buy more tasks, but then we're at the limit of like 1,000, and you can't see it. Maybe I need to scroll down, but you see that it's quite very expensive.
Per
And
month.
yeah, and just like by learning how to do this now, you're saving tons of money. You could sell this to people, and it's all open source. Interesting.
Yeah, that will be me in a few months.
No, today.
Okay.
We will have some issues in the beginning, so we might need to edit this video a little bit because I haven't done it. We will start with the open source part. We'll go to GitHub.
So you're trying this for the first time too?
Yeah, I haven't done it before.
Interesting.
Workflow. It's all about workflow automation. So I'm just gonna write the word workflow. So regarding their different workflow automation tools on GitHub, there's a bunch.
Are they for the same thing or are they different things?
No, they're different ones. Like the first one is called GOAP, a toolkit to automate and enhance your workflow. Let's look into that. Yeah, we can't use this one, sadly. We want a Zapier killer. So let's just type in Zapier. Maybe we'll get something. Zapier platform. Zapier themselves, they kind of have their flows or some code, but it's not the. I actually done some research, and the tool is called n8n.
Okay.
Weird name, right?
Yeah, I would never think to search that.
Yeah, and see, they have these tags here.
Workflow, automation, Docker.
Yeah. Easily automate tasks across different services.
Low code platform.
Low code, you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
And it's built with JavaScript, the language we're learning.
Yeah, our favorite.
Yeah. So now we go into this website, and you see, remember what these things were called, commits? So that how many times they pushed code is almost 4,000 times, and the last time was yesterday. So
with the updates, right?
Yeah, with the updates, and this thing is always improving. It's always
that's nice.
Being up to date. We just need to use it. Yeah, we could check it out.
But in this example where we have a code and has updates, like if we had built this one ourselves, say a month ago or 2 months ago, we would need to update our code too. We could go back and see what they have done and update our code too. Otherwise, our code would have been out of date.
Yeah, or like say they add a new feature, then your code would not get that feature unless you update. Yeah, so
you have to do it yourself.
Yeah, so you are maintaining
your own.
Yeah, that's the I guess the downside. It's not managed. There are some managed solutions like this service, for example, n8n. They actually have a website, n8n.io. I'll just go to it. And they have a cloud thing going on. And this cloud, you could use their managed solution, but then you will have to pay them. Yeah,
but we don't want to do that.
Yeah, we want to do it for free. And we want to see if the knowledge you have currently, if it's enough to...
I doubt
that. See, $60,120. But they kind of... that sucks because... even them are charging per task or per flow.
Yeah, I can say that. So basically not that much better than the...
Yeah, it's maybe 10 times cheaper.
Yeah.
But still, we want to do it even cheaper.
Yes, exactly.
What we do is, since this thing is open source, we go to the website and we try to read. Actually, just to show you how this tool works, I've already made an account. Let me see if I can log into it. And there, we logged in. I did their trial, 30 days trial, just to check out the tool. And here we can go to our instance, they call it, go to the cloud. I'll show you how this program works.
Yeah, because I'm not getting it exactly.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
All right.
I mean, I understand what automation means, but...
I will show you how this will change your life.
It's much better with a concrete example.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, I've seen this dashboard before.
All right. So you see this plus button on the top? We can click it. and then you use Trello, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this thing has integration with Trello. You don't
I
need
love
to build
Trello.
it. Yeah, so every time you, for example, create a new card in Trello,
Mm-hmm.
you could do something. Like, for example, publish an Instagram post or do something.
So this
put
is
it.
connected with
It's
other stuff.
yeah, it's connecting all of the stuff. That's
Is
why
that-
you're paying so
yeah.
much money for the Zapier service, because they do this very well.
It's not just like Trello where you just write stuff there and it just stays there.
No, it's connecting things. It's connecting
Oh.
like Trello with
So
Google
it's basically
Sheet.
doing stuff.
Yeah, integrations,
Okay, I see the automation part.
automation. So say every day you want to get the price of Bitcoin and you want to put it into an Excel sheet, and then at the end of the month you want to analyze it.
Uh-huh.
You could do that. There's an integration with the
And that
coin
counts as one
task.
actually.
Yeah. Well, we don't care because we will
Yeah,
build it
yeah.
our own,
But
so
that
we
would
can do it
mean
as much as we want.
If we had to pay, that would count as one integration or one action.
Yeah.
I see.
Like just getting the price is one, and then putting it into Excel sheet is two, and then
okay.
yeah, and then maybe putting every record is one. Like, so if you get like 10
You
prices,
can see
then-
how fast you can hit the
Yeah.
limit.
exactly. And they have all these nice services, like tons of them. I use this service on my website. It's called Ghost. So Ghost is just like a blogging system. It's like WordPress. I don't know if you know it, but I can just show you my website. And this thing, I make blog posts. When a new blog hits the system, I can do something. For example, publish it on Facebook, publish it on Reddit, publish it on something else.
Yeah.
Automate it. Even I can use this to track people. I can use it to see how much posts you put out on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever.
That's why you don't like my posts.
Huh? No, I'm not that much online. I automate stuff.
Maybe you should automate it to like everything and share everything I post.
Yeah, that would be maybe like breaching the terms of conditions. That's why you can't do it.
Really?
But they don't want you to automate too much because they don't want you to, take the soul out of things.
But if we do it ourselves, we can do that.
Yeah,
Or-
if you build the code yourself, you could do that.
Okay.
See, look at this. There's a Microsoft Excel. Like say you have a task, a daily task you're doing every day. It's taking a lot of time, like entering data into an Excel sheet.
Yeah.
You could use this system to automate it. I have a thing I want to automate today.
Yeah.
I have a Google Analytics account. Do you know what that is? It's
Yes.
just like,
Yeah,
just
I've heard of it.
seeing the traffic in the website.
Mhm.
And I want to get the daily data every day, and I want to put it into an Excel sheet, so I can just track it
Yeah.
every day, without me because
Sounds reasonable.
yeah. Oh, and this takes like maybe 20 minutes if I want to all go every day and then put it into an Excel sheet and then put the graph on and everything. But automating it one time, done. And not only that, there's tons
many
of
cool things, huh?
there's tons of things you could do. You could use it for shopping. You could use it for wire transfers, sending emails, doing a lot of things. Basically, if you have a IT job and you want to, build the system, you could use this to kind of do a lot of the work.
Are there any limits to this?
No, and if there is something, if there's a service, let's say, Airtable, use that at your work, right?
The what?
Airtable or Monday.com or whatever it's called. You are going in one by one and changing stuff, right?
Yep.
You could use this system to kind of automate it.
That would save quite some time.
Yeah, exactly. So you use your knowledge to replace some part of your daily work, which saves you a lot
If I
of time.
learn how to do that, maybe I shouldn't have that job anymore.
Yeah. Or you could have it just like you would spend 5 minutes on it, and then you could use your time more wisely. You could learn more. You could build stuff. Even Spotify, let's say they have a Spotify.
Like
Yeah,
what?
so you could use this to start music. You could, like, every morning, for example, you could use this to start a
Wake
song.
me up with the rock music.
Yeah, and every day
Can
you can.
sync this to Google Home or
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yeah, you could do a lot of cool stuff with this. You could get
That's
the
it.
weather every day.
That's it. I quit my studies.
Yeah, we could
I'm
get
going into this now.
yeah, we could get the weather every day, and we could do some cool stuff.
Okay, what are we trying to do today then?
I was thinking just Google Analytics, but maybe we could just get the weather and put it into an Excel sheet, and then we could track the weather over time.
Yeah,
Something
and
simple.
connect it with your Google Home.
Yeah, we can connect it to our Google Home, and we can make Google Home do stuff. I don't know if there's a Google Home. Let me check. Probably there is. Give me a second.
Good morning, Ali. Today the weather is sunny. Get out.
I think like it's probably connected using other services. Let's try do something simple today.
Yes.
Let's get the weather and let's put it into an Excel sheet every day.
Let's make a $1 million company today.
Let's get the weather and send an email, for example, to you with the weather every morning with a daily update.
You like spamming.
Yeah, you could do that, you know, and it's quite simple actually to build this type of stuff.
Let's do it then. What are we waiting for?
We've been talking about this for 20 minutes, so we need to get started, okay?
Do you know how to do that? Is that the thing that you're trying to figure out how to do it?
No, I'm just showing you, I'm explaining to you the capabilities and so on. So it's maybe interesting for some.
Yeah.
This is quite unique as well. Monday.com, this is the system you're using, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you could integrate with it. You could, for example, take
Honestly, yeah, because I have different, many boards that I have to change every time that I work.
You could just do it one place, even in and wherever. You do it on your phone or taking a picture.
Because it's something very simple. It's not very complicated. It's just boring to go and change.
Yeah, you could use this system to do it. You can even send bills, automatic bills, and a lot of stuff. Let's get started, Ada.
I see many apps there.
Yeah, and they are just growing every day. So it's quite good. This is useful for quite a lot of people. I think automation, generally like Excel, Google Sheet, that type of stuff is quite powerful. Like going out and translating stuff So a lot of people like this, just like, dude, okay, set it up and let's get started. Today we will just set it up so we get to this part just on our own server. Okay. And then maybe, because I'm guessing this is going to take maybe 20 minutes or something to set it up.
Okay.
And then we will try to do the, technical example at the end.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, so we're back in our server, and here's Docker opened. Now Docker is just an image. I mean Docker is a program. There's this thing called images, and there's this thing called registry. So I just searched for the app n8n. I clicked download, and then I clicked launch. So what this did is kind of made our own instance.
That easy.
Yeah, it took like 3 minutes. So this is locally now. We could just expose it to the world, etc. So let's start with getting the weather. So what we do is we will search for weather, and there's this integration with a weather map. See that on the right?
Yep.
So just click it, and this opened now some configuration panel. The first thing they're asking for is credentials. So open weather map, we need to get some credentials from them. We need to get the name. So the name could be Ali, and the access token, this is the thing we need to get. We need to go to
many
open.
words I don't understand.
Yeah, we need to go to the open weather map application or website, and we need to get like our authentication password. So I'm just gonna log in, and now I go to my account, API there. You know what that stands for?
No.
You know, programs, when they speak to each other, they have a different interface than you go into. So when you go to your daily newsletter or something, you're using the HTTP interface, or watching it and so on. But the robots, they use a different authentication. So let's get this one current, and then we're gonna use the free version. And then here it says it's gonna give you a key.
This is going to connect our program with the weather.
Yeah. So it's gonna give us a key. This key is never good to share because it's like your password.
Okay, I'll blur it.
Yeah. So let's blur it, and then we put it here again. And then it says some access stuff. There we go. I create. And we should be done. Now we are connected, kind of, to the Open Weather API or that server that gives us the temperature. It's requiring some city name and it's requiring a language. It's like 𝐼𝐿. And then let's click execute. See if it worked. If it worked, it should. Oh, you see, it got us the weather.
Yeah.
It says 9, but it feels like 8.
Yeah.
And maximum, and it has a lot of stuff.
That's nice. Yeah.
Has
Pressure, humidity, 28. Wow.
a lot of information.
Sunset.
Yeah, and we could
Sunrise time.
do it like in a coding. This is called JSON. This is the way the data is formatted. It's basically a variable, and then underneath the variable, there are some data. So coordinates, and then underneath that you have longitude and
latitude.
and then weather, and you have the weather stuff, and then
Cool.
base, and yeah, etc. So we've actually went out and spoken to the weather service now. So we're finished with that. Now we have the weather. So this is working now.
Really?
Yeah, we got the weather. Imagine that in an automated way. I'm just gonna refresh the page.
But what was the automation process? Like, where does it send it, or?
No, we haven't sent it anywhere yet.
Okay, we just receive it.
No, the automation part is doing something with this weather temperature.
So we haven't done it yet.
No. Something happened. I zoomed in too much and kind of broke the thing. So now we want to do something with this data. You know Trello. We could either put it into Google Sheet or we could put it into Trello. We could just kind of decide what we want.
Trello.
You want Trello?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just grab the Trello integration then. And then here for Trello, we need to do the same thing. We need to set up Trello integration. So just create new. And then I'm just going to call it Ali's Trello. I need these 3 information. For that, we need to go to Trello. They even have documentation for this. So I'm just going to go log into Trello, and then it says here, show API key. So I'm just going to get that and then put it here, API key. And then it says token and secret. Yeah, there's a secret. Okay, secret. And then there's token thingy. And we got a token. We did all of that. Token. So we got the credentials. Now we need to get our list ID, and this list ID this is where it gets tricky. You need to find out what your list is called, and it's already in the documentation. That's why programmers need to be good at this type of like reading documentation. Saying, how do I find list ID?
That's why it's free, because you have to do the work yourself.
Yeah. Open the Trello board that contains the list. If the list doesn't have any cards, add a card to the list. Open the card, add .json at the end of the URL, and press enter. Okay, let's do that. So what URL are they talking about? Let's see. Share. Okay, link to this card. Okay, so this is the thingy, the card. So I'm just gonna open it and just add .json. Oh, we got a lot of thingies. This is the language of the internet. It's called JSON. In order to kind of have it nicely formatted, there's this plugin you could install on your browser called JSON Formatter. I will refresh. Now it's easier to read.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
A lot better. But do you understand this?
Yeah, so it has the variables, and now we're looking for this ID list. Now we would just take this back, automation program, list name, and then it says the name of the card. Now for the name, I'm guessing like we can call it just weather or something. I am automating. And then it says execute. So if this works, then in our Trello board, we're supposed to get a card with a description. I am automating. See that?
Why does it say only weather and not the actual weather?
Because we haven't added it. Now let's add that. Now in the name or in the description, I will just add the weather. I think we can click on this cog and then add expression. And then it says the note, like the steps before it. And the step before it, we got the weather.
Yeah.
So we're just going to click open weather map, parameters. And then we're going to like add the city name, make a new line. And then somewhere here, I feel like it's missing the data. Yeah. So now we kind of automated it in a way. Let's execute it one more time and see what we get in Trello. Oh, weather, current weather, Oslo. So it got the name Oslo, right?
Yeah.
It's just we're missing the rest. So
The actual data.
let's check like if we need to connect these things together in order. There we go. Maybe we need to connect them. Let's try it one more time. So now
you could probably connect one thing to multiple things, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never used this before. So let's remove and then try to connect one more time. Add expression, nodes, open weather, parameters. It says city name, so that's Oslo. That's great. Let's get the operation. I added all of them. And then we execute one more time. I made a new card. It says Oslo current weather city name metrics. These things are not filled in. I'm guessing they're not filled in because of we haven't run this step yet. Maybe if we like click here and now it's supposed to like kind of, okay, it started. Okay. It says execute workflow. Now it's saying, oh,
movement.
There's movement. So let's see on our Trello board. It's still saying, I mean, it's making new cards, which is nice. So it's kind of working, but not the way we want it. We want the weather. We want the data from this one to be put in here. Yeah, it's getting the right weather.
But not putting their outcome.
So it says here, always output data. I'm just going to turn that thing on. Let's try to do that. Ah, look at that. We got the output.
So it was actually that.
Yeah, that option. That hidden one. Yeah, this is programming. It's just like trying things.
Trying and failing.
Yeah.
And trying, yeah.
You know, we got all of the data. So we just need to find the right weather.
Clouds.
And then it says here, one of those things is the weather inside of like in the data. Here, feels like
main.
Yeah, in the main. It says temperature.
So you only want the temperature.
Yeah, temperature today is, and then this thing.
That's the automated message that will come every time.
Yeah.
And then new data. Okay.
And then in the description, we could even put some more stuff. Open weather map and JSON, and then it says now we can start writing stuff like cloud and then 13. I don't know what that means. But coordinates, we can just say like coordinates, and then we can add latitude, longitude, and then we can just say humidity. See, this is like really
important.
Yeah, this is really advanced stuff.
Yeah, I cannot see myself doing this even after watching this video.
So now we are finished. Let's just execute this. Let's go into our Trello first.
Yeah.
See, nothing. Yeah. We can even delete this card probably because now we are.
Yeah, starting fresh.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna execute this thing.
Execute. Yay! Nice. But what about the rest of it?
You can click on the card and you're getting the description inside of it.
We did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah, you did
it.
Now,
I didn't even touch the keyboard.
So this is automation. Is it the first time you learn about integrations?
What are integrations?
Is that API you're going to different website?
Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely the first time I'm learning to make them.
This is like so useful in your day-to-day tasks.
For MIT now? I think so.
Yeah. I think like just learning this, you can do so much. So much stuff.
For NASA?
NASA does a lot of automation. The first thing, they start simple, right?
Yeah, we can send the weather to the astronauts outside the space.
Yeah.
So that they know what's the weather like.
Yeah, let's send them an email, Ada. What about that?
I don't know how it's up there, but here it's 8 degrees and cloudy. I thought you should know that.
So now we have a send email task. This one is requiring like some credentials to what type of thing you want to send the email with. So for this one, we having like SMTP, which is like just like you need username, password, and email server. So maybe this one is kind of complicated. Let's delete it. So this is how you control things, and it's usually involves talking to different services. And trying to automate stuff into it. You could use this in your day-to-day job, for example. let's say you want to do something with Google Sheets, and here you can do like a read operation, a create operation. You can do a lot of stuff. You can grab data from one place, put it into another place. It's very, very powerful, and it's a low code approach because you just need to connect the services, and then you just kind of choose what operation you want. Like you're doing a lookup on for example, an Excel sheet or something.
Yeah.
So it's quite powerful.
Yeah.
Tons of stuff with low coding.
Yeah.
No coding almost.
This was fun.
Yeah, good. So this is what you use coding for, and this is why you need to learn the concepts and the words and that type of stuff. It's just little bit of a change to the usual ones.
Yeah, it was nice to take a break from
the boring stuff. Yeah. We'll get back to the boring stuff next time.
Not super boring, just nice to change things up a little bit.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Okay, awesome.
Well, let's just click our thing one more last time just to see it works. So it has this big button on the bottom.
Yeah.
It says execute. I'm just clicking it, and then let's look at the automation. Now I'm gonna execute.
Ding, 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 jackpot.
We got another one. Now the temperature changed.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and now like we're supposed to kind of the start condition. We want to make it. You asked me about what can I make like an if sentence or something like that. Yes, you can. There's there's this thing called if. So here you can like just add like an if the weather like before. Whoa. You just delete this, and then it says if the. Let's put it like this. We can say if we started anyway. We can start like every single day or something. We can define that, and then we can say if we connect it here.
Can we make it to be done automatically at, for example, 6 o'clock every day without us needing to start it?
Yeah, of course. This is the point.
Yeah. I thought we needed to click it our time.
No. You don't. You can define the schedule you want it to be executed on.
Yeah, cool.
So here on the start, there's probably some settings that you can choose, so you can define how often it runs and what time. But now here in the if sentence, you can like just go into this block and say, okay, if the temperature I get is over like 8 degrees, then put it out. If it's below, don't, or something like that.
Or do something different.
Yeah, and then if it's false, do something different. Like, send me like play a song. Like, hey, here.
Don't forget your code.
Yeah, you can do the Spotify one on the and the if sentence. It's supposed to be like here. It's also needs some learning to get it.
Yeah.
Working, but that was a low code approach to automate things and. A little bit about like programming interfaces and stuff like that. When you start learning to code and building systems, you need to learn all of that.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much for teaching me this. And thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you again on the next one. Bye.
I just got an idea, by the way, before we close. Let's use this system to kind of automate our posting of the video to Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever. So we don't have to do it. We have to do it only once, and then we get more exposure. Maybe our channel would grow using this.
That would be nice.
What do you think?
We should, I think.
Yeah. You will build the workflows then. I'll just give you the access. I can help you with the credentials and stuff like that because you just have to do it once.
Yes. Yeah. But,
and you build
it will be fun for me to try it.
Sure. Could do it in your own thing as well.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.